senior NBA writer, ESPN's The Undefeated, is on the phone to break down all things Kyrie, Isaiah Thomas, and maybe give me some insight and some hope for my New York Knicks. Mark, how are you, my friend?
Bro, how many jobs do you have, my man?
I'm just trying to keep up with you, Mark. Listen.
Hey, man, you an honorary brother, man. You an honorary brother, man. Not that you haven't been told that before, but, man, good to hear from you.
Mark, how are you? How are you? What's going on? What is your takeaway of the Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie Irving trade? And give me an angle on how I can blame LeBron. Because somehow or another, everything has to come back to being LeBron's fault.
Well, I mean, I guess you could blame LeBron because Kyrie wanted out because of him. So there you go. That's easy. How do I grade the trade? I'm really impressed by Kobe Altman. I mean, you're talking about a GM that was a month on the job. He was fourth in charge 2 months ago, and all the odds are against him. You walk into the job, and one of your all-stars wants out. That's the first thing you got to take care of. And the thing that makes it worse is everybody knew he wanted out. But what impressed me about what Kobe did is he got, now in the trade, he got an all-star for an all-star. You're not supposed to get an all-star for an all-star when everybody knows that Kyrie wants to be gone. Jay Crowder is also a solid defender, gritty guy, can hit the three, tough guy. Is a guy that LeBron probably hated guarding him. Now he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. Is a guy that they probably hope can guard Kevin Durant in the finals. And then also, the thing that nobody is talking about the most was Kobe Altman was able to get an unprotected pick from the horrible Brooklyn Nets.
Right.
In the 2018 draft, and as great as this past draft was, this next draft could be even better. They have special bigs. I can't remember a draft that had this many special bigs, but if they are able to get Michael Porter from Missouri or Bagley for Duke with the number 1 or 2 pick, even if LeBron departs, it gives them a young superstar to build with for the future. So to me, even as great as getting Isaiah was, that number 1 pick could be Hall of Fame special. So kudos to Kobe Altman for making the trade.
People are saying that, I mean, everybody has an opinion, and you know, opinions are like holes in the wall, as they say. People are saying that the Celtics. People are saying that the Celtics got fleeced. Why would the Celtics deplete? You know, I mean, they gave away a lot of pieces to Cleveland. Yeah. Like, I don't understand the rationale of this trade. Again, I think they're both great. I think Kyrie, just, you know, head up is better. As far as defensive deficiency, you know, he has less of it. But why would Boston give up Jay Crowder? You know, because to me, he was one of the people that you helped get you past Cleveland, although they haven't been able to do it. You know, and how well will Boston be with the addition of Kyrie Irving and Gordon with the good hair Hayward?
Well, a couple things on that. Kyrie is 5 years younger than Isaiah, and Kyrie has like 3 more years on his deal. So, you know, with Isaiah, I think they probably would have lost him or thought didn't want to sign him long term. So now you got a point guard who's considered, you know, with all due respect to Isaiah, probably even better, which is saying a lot. You're adding him, and while losing the first-round pick is curious, I think with the addition of Hayward, Jaylen Brown's going to be better. Tatum could be the best rookie, even though he'll be coming off the bench. You know, Boston now is in a position. 2 days ago, I thought they had a shot at perhaps getting in the finals. Now I think they have a really great shot at getting to the finals. And if they get Banner 18, and, you know, as a Knicks fan, I hate to say it, I know you hate them talking that Banner stuff there. But if they get Banner 18, then it's going to be a moot point about the pick. They could care less about the pick. They could care less about losing Little Zeke. They'll be ecstatic. And, you know, Boston is always about trying to win a championship. You know, they're kind of like the Yankees. They'll swing and to get somebody big. And Kyrie Irving, to me, he's a really big fish.
This is the Rich Eisen Show. Michael Rappaport filling in. We have Mark Spears on the phone. Magic Johnson, this tampering probe. What do you know about this? Did this all really stem from him being on Jimmy Kimmel? Was that the exchange that got it into a tampering probe?
Well, you know, Paul lives in the same area, you know, the L.A. guy. There's got to be ways that they cross paths. And, you know, the thing with Magic now, you got to ensure that he knows all the rules. He might have been an executive before, but he wasn't this close to everything before. So that's going to be tough. If they lose this, if the Lakers lose this is horrible. It's absolutely horrible because, you know, I actually thought they should have traded for Paul George already, knowing that he wanted to go there. And they gambled by waiting to see what happens. And, you know, who knows? He might like it in OKC, but if they can't get Paul because of this, you know, that also could have an after effect on LeBron James' possibility of him going there as well.
But did this whole tampering thing come up actually from that comment that he made on the Jimmy Kimmel show, or is there something deeper to it that I missed out on, even though I am very well in the know? Because to me, what he did on Jimmy Kimmel, he's just talking, and he, you know, it wasn't like he said if, and it was, you know, it was a hypothetical thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand what all the talk is unless there's something else.
It's got to be something else, because that's something that's happened months ago. You know, it wouldn't have been that big a deal now if that was it. It's got to be more than that. So I mean, you hear guys say stuff on TV shows all the time. I'd be shocked if that's what the big deal is, then the Lakers have nothing to worry about. But it's got to be something more.
Michael Rappaport here with Marc Spears on the Rich Eisen Show. We have a poll today, Brockman. Let's share it with Marc and see what he thinks about this.
Yeah, Marc, who do you want to see in the 2018 NBA Finals? Warriors, Cavs, 4. Warriors, Celtics. Throw the Rockets in there. Rockets, Cavs, Rockets, Celtics, or none of the above.
I wouldn't mind seeing Warriors, Celtics. I mean, I covered the Celtics for a while. I like the food there. They have great chowder. You know, I haven't been to Legal in a while. They got a place called New Jumbo Seafood. Michael, you got to go. It's open at 2 a.m. They have this big tank with fish in it. And you go there and you pick what fish you want, and you see the fish get murdered. and then so I root for places, you know. So if it's Golden State, then I don't have to go anywhere, you know. And then I can fly to Boston, and I'm one of the brothers that actually likes Boston. So yeah, let's go with that.
All right.
Is it a foregone conclusion, Marc, though, that Golden State's going to make it back to the finals?
The way they actually got better, if you can believe that, they got better this offseason. People are sleeping on the Caspi signing. I think he was a great addition. He runs the floor. He has size. He can hit threes. He can block shots. He's a nice addition for the Warriors. Swaggy P, I talked to him during the ESPYs. He's super excited. He'll fall in line and be a better player than he's ever been. You know, JaVale McGee is back. Patrick McCaw will be better. You know, obviously Iguodala and Livingston are back. Keep an eye on a young kid, Damon Jones, who was D-League Rookie of the Month, the last month of the D-League. They're loaded. They're better. Kevin Durant will be more comfortable. Barring injury, this is a force that probably won't be stopped for a couple years.
Marc, the Philadelphia 76ers, they trusted the process, and now it's time to actually make it happen. Will the Philadelphia 76ers be in the playoffs in this upcoming season, barring injury? And that's you know, with this team and Joel Embiid's size and history, will the Philadelphia Sixers process actually come to fruition? You know what?
Let's just assume that they're healthy. Okay, assuming that they are healthy, I still think if they make it, they'll be like late, like an 8, a 7, an 8. And the reason why I say that is there's just too much inexperience there. J.J. Redick helps as far as a veteran presence, but, you know, you got too many guys that are trying to figure out. Simmons, Fultz, never played in NBA games before. These are major parts of their team, you know, and then Embiid's only played in a handful of games, although he's been spectacular in the games that he's played. Saric, there's just so much youth that you have to depend on. Michael, let's go back to the early 2000s. Remember that Clippers team with Quentin Richardson and Lamar Odom, you know, and Darius Miles and Elton Brand and Andre Miller. Me of that, they're going to be fun. They're going to be young, but I do think the growing pains this next season and the egos that are there probably will be too much to overcome. So I don't think they'll make it this year. I see them being a year away.
It's been a crazy, dramatic, sometimes it's felt like the days of our lives, NBA offseason. Will there be any big moves before training camp? Or can I forget about this ballerina offseason?
What about your Knicks?
Why talk? Listen.
Melo's the last domino.
Mark, fine. Give it to me on the Knicks. You want to make me nuts. You can't see me, but the people at home can see me. I'm wearing a suit and a tie today. By the end of this segment, don't be surprised if it comes off. We got 2 minutes. Give me something I could look forward to with the Knicks, Mark.
I don't know, man. I'm trying. Look, Scott Perry is a great general manager.
Is he going to be general managing, though? But, Mark, here's a good question. He's a great general manager. Will he be actually general managing? And what does Steve Mills do? Here's a good question for you. You're an NBA insider. You're a senior NBA writer for ESPN's Undefeated. What does Steve Mills do? Tell me what his job is and what is his skill set and what is his strength that he brings to the New York Knicks that he's employed for 56 years.
I think the thing is Steve will take more of the president role where when you're the president, you got your hands involved in everything. But believe me when I tell you this, Scott Perry will make a strong imprint. They're not going to do a stupid trade. Everything's going to be well thought out. He will make a good move for Melo or the best move he can make under the situation. So if he hasn't done it yet, it's because the right move's not there. Be patient. Bring me back when it's done. But I'm confident that Scott Perry make a great move for Melo.
Do you think Carmelo Anthony will start the season as a New York Knick?
No.
What if you had to, bet the house, the same house that you're going to win if you bet on Floyd Mayweather Saturday night? If you were betting the house, who would you say Carmelo is? What team is he going to go to?
You know what? I can't say what team he should go to. But here's the thing: if I'm New York, if I'm Toronto or I'm Washington, I'm trying to get him because you're behind now. If you're them, You're not Cleveland. You're not Boston. You're a big step behind. How can you catch up in that arms race? Try to get Melo. Melo, I'm sure, would love playing back home in the Baltimore area with the Wizards. I think Masai would love to have him in Toronto, but I don't know that New York would make a deal with him. But if I'm those teams, I'm trying to get Melo. That being said, Melo wants to go to Houston, but Houston has to give up Eric Gordon. You can't. Houston's being greedy. They're being gluttonous. You got to give up something to get something. If they really want Melo that badly, they're going to have to give up Eric Gordon to do it. And so let's see who blinks there.
All right. Well, Marc Spears, senior NBA writer for ESPN's Undefeated. I appreciate the insight. I appreciate the New York Knicks optimism.
I got a question for you, though.
Okay, real quick. What do you got for me?
Who wins the Big Three championship?
Oh, man, that's a good question. The Big Three championship. I am a sideline reporter, so I have to be impartial. But it is Vegas. If I was betting and I cared,
put your money on.
If I was betting and I would say that Trilogy is undefeated. Kenyon Martin's team led by Rick Mahorn. That's who I would say.
I'm going with Rashard Lewis.
Okay.
I'm going with Rashard Lewis.
Okay.
And Kenyon's going to be mad at me for saying that, but I think Rashard Lewis has a big day. And if I'm an NBA team, I give Rashard Lewis a chance.
Oh, easy. And I can tell you one thing. The Big Three finals Saturday will be more physical than the fight Saturday night. Marc Spears, thank you for joining the Rich Eisen Show. I appreciate it.
Pleasure, brother.
Thank you so much.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that, please download our app. There's lots of fun things there other than just more of the videos you just saw. You can call us from the app. You can email us from the app. Just download it. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.